When the teaser for Vanguard came out a couple days ago, I was surprisingly very excited for the next Call of Duty game. The next COD in this massive franchise is being developed by Sledgehammer Games. For a quick recap, they solely developed Advanced Warfare and World War II. They have assisted in developing Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War. This year, however, they are the main developer, while they are being assisted by Treyarch, High Moon Studios, Beanox, and Raven Software. That seems like a lot of studios working on just one game. Looking at the recent news about Activision, we see that they're dedicating all of their core studios to this one game, which does confirm what I just said. I think Activision knows what they're doing and what they're up against. They're not obtuse in what the community wants, but they know what they can get away with. What I mean is that they, Activision, have for a long time let people cheat in their games. Of course, no developer wants people to be cheating, but it, the AntiCheat, wasn't given an appropriate amount of resources, not about until 18 months ago, roughly, where they confirmed that a new AntiCheat would be implemented in their Golden Goose game, their Battle Royale, Warzone, on November 5th, which is when Vanguard will be released. The Call of Duty franchise has its problems, but it also has a lot of positives. It grants gamers a lot of dopamine hits, makes players feel like they matter. This does make people who are inherently good at FPS games not enjoy the experience as much. I'm referring to skill-based matchmaking, SBMM for short. Anyways, I'm not going to delve too much into the game's past or their negatives. I'm now going to talk about what I'm excited about, the positives. The game engine that they're using is the same one as Modern Warfare 2019. Anyone who has been playing Call of Duty games for the last decade knows exactly what I'm talking about. The game and network performance is astounding. Not only that, but Vanguard is improving, having done another iterative pass-through. Honestly, the single-player campaign in the last two COD games were really good, and I suspect that we will not be disappointed with this one either, especially a campaign that's going to be World War II based on multiple theaters. We get to play as 4 different characters, 2 from the British Army, 1 from the United States Navy, and 1 from the Red Army. The fact that we're going to play on multiple fronts is something that I've never seen in any game, recently at least. There's going to be about 20 maps in total. 16 of them are going to be 6v6, and 4 of them will be 2v2 on release, which I think is the first COD game to come out with the most amount of maps ever. What I'm interested in, however, is the new destruction aspect, where players can destroy parts of the map to create advantages for themselves and their team. I've always enjoyed the zombies game mode that the franchise has pushed out. I haven't been that big of a fanatic as others, but I've always enjoyed it. Vanguard will be releasing a universe-expanding zombies crossover. I'm not entirely certain what that means yet, but I'm going to assume that they're going to be revamping old maps or allowing Vanguard players to play zombie games from older titles. I know that the anti-cheat in the past sucks, and it sucks to have waited so long for this. But as I said earlier in my intro, it's give and take. I'm not going to comment too much on the anti-cheat as we don't really know what to expect yet. The $60 price tag is pretty standard for a AAA game. And to be quite frank, I think the only reason we didn't see an increase, possibly to $70 or even $80, is due to the competition from other popular FPS titles. I think that Activision made a good move on the pricing, and to be honest, their 120 Ultimate Edition is a cash grab. So if you're thinking of getting that version, I would advise you to avoid it because you can spend $60 in-game to buy way better cosmetics as well as spend some of that money on a battle pass. I want to end this video on a very good positive where I think that the game will do well and will not only do well, it will feel good to play. Maybe it won't do as good as Modern Warfare from 2019, but I think with the new graphics, the network performance, the new anti-cheat, it would be a much better experience for multiplayer at least. Would I suggest anyone to buy the game right now? Well, no. Pre-ordering sucks. So much so that I think that you can wait a bit more to see actual in-game content, not the single player stuff, because we all know it's going to look good, but the multiplayer and possibly having more information about the updated anti-cheat is something that we all need to be paying attention to. With that said, if you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing.